Our first smart topic today, dehydration dangers. Did you know that senior citizens are 6 times more likely to be admitted to the hospital due to dehydration than adults that are under 64 years of age? And children are also at danger of dehydration. Their little bodies can lose up to 2 quarts of water a day. Replenishing that lost water is critical to keeping a child healthy in this hot summer sun. Our partners at Arizona Parenting Magazine are a great family resource here in the Valley, and they have a great article on avoiding dehydration in this month's magazine you'll want to check out. And joining us now to talk more about how to keep your kids hydrated is Susan Welter. She's a registered dietitian with Cigna Medical Group. Susan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, when you talk about the heat here in the Valley, it really is so dangerous in the summertime. How does it affect our body?
Yes, the heat here in Arizona can be dangerous just because it's so excessive and it's so long-term, and we are more susceptible to dehydration just because of the excess sweat losses that we may have.
Kind of hard to gauge too because it's such a dry heat. You don't really get the opportunity to be sweaty like you would if you were on the East Coast, so it can sneak up on you, and kids are more susceptible than adults are. Why is that?
They're more susceptible just because they have a lower surface body and
temperature?
Yeah, lower.
And so that can be an issue. And also they really have less liquid in their body anyway because they're so tiny.
Yes.
And their heat temperature gets a little bit hotter than adults do. And I guess the big thing is kids run around a whole lot more than we do.
They do, and they don't recognize those first signals of dehydration.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of those signs and symptoms that are out there because it can help you help your child a lot faster. And one of them, the first one, is a dry and sticky mouth.
Yes, they can have a dry mouth, of course thirst, you know, they may complain of thirst or have a little headache. They may seem a little more tired than normal.
Right. A decreased urine
output. Yeah.
And when you talk about that, you're saying a decreased urine output. How do you really test that? What's the gauge there?
Well, if it's an infant, if they haven't urinated or if you haven't needed to change their diapers in about 3 hours, or for older kids and teenagers, if they haven't needed to use the potty for 8 hours or more.
The other thing that is a really good thing to look at is your skin, because your skin is going to change a lot for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're dehydrated.
And excessive dehydration, you lose the elasticity in your skin, so when you pull it, it remains in a pinched position. That's under severe dehydration usually.
Okay. So it's easy to have dry skin here in the Valley, but if you start to see the texture really changing, then that's really an issue as well.
Yeah.
Also headaches, constipation, things like that are going to tell you that you need some water. And a lot of times when you think you're hungry, you're actually
thirsty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how much water should we really be drinking every day? And for kids, what are we supposed to be looking at there?
Yeah. Kids, according to the American Dietetic Association, children over the age of 8 should be consuming at least 8 or more glasses of water per day, and kids younger than that, about 4 to 5 cups.
Okay. And Susan, that's hard to do. It's hard to get your kids to drink water. They're all about soda and things like that.
It is.
Yeah.
I know.
You've been so kind because you've brought some really great examples of ways to kind of inspire your children to drink water. And I love this cup over here, the purple and blue one with the fun, crazy straw.
Yeah.
That just makes me want to drink something fun.
It does, yeah.
So that's a good one. What are some of the other things you've brought there?
Some of the other things, this is a little water bottle that kids can carry with them and fill that up with. Also just a colorful cup. Using straws helps, you know, they like drinking out of straws.
It makes it more fun than just drinking your water because you need to.
Yeah. Adding fruit to the water also helps.
Oh, that's a great idea. So there are fresh raspberries in there, and they float. Some are in the bottom, some are in the top, so it makes it kind of fun as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I liked the fruit in that front plate, too. If you can't get your kids to drink a ton of water, you can still find a lot of moisture in some of the fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is that a lot of fruits and vegetables have 80 to 90% of their weight in water.
Wow.
So you can get a lot of fluid from fruits and vegetables.
Okay, so get it on the dinner table or in a glass somehow so that your kids always stay hydrated. Susan, thanks for being with us. We really appreciate it. It's nice to have you here.
You're very welcome.
Some good information from Susan.